So then, the coin toss. Ben Hamida and Essisaka. So, looks like it's going to be in the goal on our right, and it's a separate toss of the coin to see who goes first. So, the formalities out of the way, the penalty taker lists, I'm sure, have been submitted, and now it's all going to be down to the goalkeepers. Well, Manala Memish does have a bit of previous with penalties in their African Football League adventure. He was on the bench for the semi-final, but was brought on in the final minute for a penalty shootout in that semi-final. Failed to save all 5 that he faced. But he obviously was brought on because in training, at least, he obviously must be a very good penalty stopper. Charles Foley hasn't had that sort of experience this week, but this season, but he is at 33 years of age, much the more experienced of the two. Amish just 19, remember. Could argue he should be slightly quicker with the reflexes and more athletic than his opposite number. And I guess we're about to find out. So much of this comes down to nerve, though. And it's not something you can really practice. Yes, you can practice a penalty, but you can't practice the tension. You can't practice the nerves. You can't practice the pressure of this sort of situation, except by being in this sort of situation. Now, Esperance have already been in a penalty shootout this season. OK, they lost it, but they know what's going on. They have a more recent memory, or muscle memory, of what to do in these situations. A prize at stake here, a place in the CAF Champions League semi-finals against the Mamelodi Sundowns, who themselves needed a penalty shootout after 2 goalless draws in their quarter-final against Young Africans. Could be a blinding semi-final, but coming up in 2 weeks' time. We wait for the first penalty. The referee has had a pretty good game throughout, and again, actually, in both legs of this tie, VAR has had very little to do. It's going to be ASEC with the honour of going first in the penalty shootout. So then, Karadiula Mafose. Up against Memish. So vital to get the first penalty in the back of the net for ASEC here. They cannot give Esperance a psychological boost this early on. Now, what's going on here with the referee? That's probably not going to help Mafose's nerves, is it, standing over the ball? And Mafose against Memish. The casual run up on a fantastic penalty into the top corner. Stunning penalty kick from the number 9. And a little bit of love there for his goalkeeper as well before he goes back to the halfway line. From Karadiula Mafose. Scored twice so far in the competition and made no mistake from the spot there. Brilliant penalty under that sort of pressure. Now then, The pantomime boos ring out for the Esperance player. Charles Foley. Can he stop this? Great penalty. Driven low there from Yassine Mariah. Foley simply couldn't get there in time. So then, 1-1. With tension ratcheting up with each successful spot kick here. And it is Christian Coffey who came off the bench in injury time. Oh, and that's a poor penalty, and it's well saved from Mamish. So, advantage goes to Esperance. Christian Coffey, I just wonder if he actually had any touches there. Is that we see managers do this every now and again when they know the penalty shootout is coming. They sometimes put on a player who they feel will be good for a penalty no matter what happens, but they're just not into the game yet. Penalty number 2 for Esperance, driven into the corner. The keeper goes the wrong way. All right, Bushniba. Worth pointing out, actually, so far, that both the Esperance penalty takers have been defenders. Not so on the other side. As Salifu Diarra Suba steps up to take this one. Short run up, and again well saved from Mamish, this time out to his right. Well, if the next man coming up for Esperance can put away their penalty, there'll be one saved penalty or one scored penalty away from the semi-finals for Esperance. And ASEC here look like they're going to be regretting that lack of ambition in the second leg, and especially in the second half here of this quarter-final. Oh, and a brilliant penalty there from Huen Ka. Right in the corner, keeper just no chance of getting to that one. Right into the side netting. Perfect pen. And that's 3-1 for Esperance. Now, next up for ASEC, this has to go in or the match is over. Absolutely no choice but to score this one. Well, he saved the last two. Zamanala Mamish. Now then, Serge Poku has to find the back of the net here. The Serge Poku. Oh, now has that gone over the line? It has, off the underside of the crossbar. The ball doesn't actually, I did say before that he had to hit the back of the net. Actually, he doesn't have to hit the back of the net. That ball is in and over the line. Quite clearly. There's always a bit of backspin on the ball when it comes off the underside of the bar like that. When you talk about perfect penalties, no keeper in the world is getting anywhere near that one. A little bit of luck. A centimetre one way or the other, the difference between the ball crossing the line and the ball bouncing out, and now another defender comes forward. And Mohamed Tugay. So this penalty kick to put his side, Esperance de Tunis, into the semi-finals of the CAF Champions League for the third time in 4 seasons. So Tugay against Folly. This penalty to win it, and he slams it in the top corner, and Esperance de Tunis are into the semi-finals of the CAF Champions League for the third time in 4 seasons. Brilliant set of penalties from the Tunisians. They learnt their lessons from their exit from the African Football League earlier this season. No chance for Charles Folly with any of those spot kicks. And Esperance de Tunis, well, it may have not been easy on the eye, especially in the second half of this second leg.